Hey, what's going on, boys and girls? This is the Pop Culture Junkie back, and I've got some special pops I'm sharing with y'all today. Went to the store today and found a couple of really amazing pops I've been looking for and looking forward to them arriving at the stores. I know other areas already had these. I've seen them posted on social media and so forth, but for whatever reason, the neck of woods I live in, we get items anywhere between 3 weeks to a few months, way after almost the rest of the entire country gets them. So it takes forever for my area to ever get really exclusive figures or really cool new ones, etc. It seems like we just don't get the stuff at the same time as everyone else for whatever reason, even though Houston is like, what, the third, fourth most populated city in America? I don't know. But anyways, finally came across these. I've been looking for them, looking forward to them, and here they are. Okay, I stopped off at a store in my neighborhood called ThinkGeek. They are part of GameStop, if you're familiar with GameStop, obviously. And these are GameStop exclusive pops, but they sell GameStop exclusive items in the ThinkGeek store since they're, the same company. So check out these new pops. Brand new, just got them. We have Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger, 8-bit, and we have the Jason Voorhees 8-bit pops. That's right, these are based on, of course, the Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street Nintendo 8-bit video games that came out in the 80s. Now, of course, the games are not the greatest. Nightmare on Elm Street and Freddy Krueger are, horror legends from the 80s, and it seemed like anything that was popular had to have a video game made of it. But unfortunately, they didn't put the best work into the game itself. Like, Friday the 13th, I played more than the Nightmare on Elm Street one, and Friday the 13th was at least somewhat fun at first because you didn't know what was going to happen. You didn't know when Jason was going to show up, and then you end up fighting Jason like at the very beginning almost, and you find him throughout the whole game. Freddy Krueger now, that one was a strange game as well because you're going around collecting the bones of Freddy Krueger, and it was kind of taking elements from some of the movies, but at the same time, you're fighting a lot of enemies that made no sense. You're fighting like bats and snakes and whatnot. It's almost like you're just in a haunted house kind of game or something, rather than actual Freddy Krueger game. But these are based on those characters, and they are the 8-bit version, which means they look a lot closer to the original game version of those characters. And I love Jason Voorhees one most because it's got the purple and blue, which was weird. Like when you play the original Nintendo 8-bit game, he's wearing a purple jumpsuit and his hockey mask and hands and everything, that's all blue, instead of the normal white hockey mask and like the dark green or black jumpsuit that we're accustomed to. But those are the colors they chose. And then Freddy Krueger, instead of his typical black and really it's supposed to be green, green color and red, but it comes off as a dark, so more like red and black. The colors for him are orange and yellow for his shirt, for his trademark shirt. Still has his claw, okay? But here, oh, here we go. I forgot to show you. There we go. On the back, you can see the back of the box here actually shows you what the characters looked like in the video games. There we go. I'm glad they did that. But let's go ahead and take them out, and we're going to get a closer look at these guys out of the box. All right. Oh, man. Okay, this is one thing I really appreciate about these 8-bit pops, even more so than the standard pops. Now, of course, 8-bit style looks all pixelated and such, and I really hope they do a lot more of the old-school video games in pop version. I'd love to see a lot of different video game characters in this kind of form. Not just your typical ones like Zelda, Link, those kind of things, Mario and Luigi and so forth. So if I could choose the next games that they choose to make 8-bit characters off of, I'd love to see characters from Double Dragon, River City Ransom, Maniac Mansion. I definitely want to see a RoboCop because they had a RoboCop 8-bit video game. I'd like to see an 8-bit version of RoboCop. Some things like that. The weight on these is pretty heavy actually. The head is always going to be very heavy. It feels like it's a very solid piece, not hollow like the other regular pops are. But check out Freddy here. Okay, we've got his claws there. Everything looks pixelated, of course, with the 8-bit version here. But I love this. I think that's really awesome idea. I already have a Freddy Krueger, as you can see there, and somewhere in the collection, I already have a Jason Voorhees, but it's even more awesome to see it in the 8-bit version. So let's go ahead and open up the 8-bit one here for Jason. Let's check out him. Oh, I didn't see this. Okay. So here's Jason Voorhees. Okay, hockey mask is on. Check out the blade. Or the machete. I didn't see that it had blood on there. That's a nice detail. He even has some holes on the back of his jumpsuit and a couple on the front there. These look so cool. I really hope they keep coming out with these 8-bit version. Yeah, this just looks awesome. Okay, I can't say anything bad about them. They really look good, and it's really awesome to see the detail and how you can compare it to the original version from the video games. So you can see there. Yeah. So let me know, everyone watching, what would you want to see as far as, like, you know, pick out an old school game character from like the old 8-bit Atari era, those kind. What would you want to see them make a pop into? Like, what characters from video games would you want to see? Is it just your mainstream ones like, you know, Link and Mario, or are there other characters from obscure games that, you know, other people might appreciate? Let me know. Share your thoughts. Put some comments down. Let's talk about it. All right. Well, hey, this is the Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees GameStop exclusive. So if you want to get them, you got to go to GameStop. I was fortunate that the ThinkGeek store also carries GameStop exclusive pops, and they happened to just get these in. I was able to get a couple of them, and I found the two I've been looking for. I've been going to many GameStops looking for these, and none of the GameStops have them, but thankfully the ThinkGeek store did. So even better. All right, well, hey, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you didn't get to see these before or you didn't know about them, now you got an up-close view as to how cool they look. And whether you're a fan of Nintendo, whether you're a fan of just pops in general, or you're, you know, a horror fan, I mean, you got to have these to complete your collection, I think. So yeah, check them out. You know, go grab them if you can find them. Well, let me know what you guys thought. Okay, please leave me some comments. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. You can check out all the other content we got coming out and all the previous content as well. Well, until next time, everyone, I hope you all have a great week. I'll talk to you later. This is the Pop Culture Junkie. I'm signing out.